Hi, this is Danelli J.D. Maria again, and this is the intro for the painting course. And essentially what I'm going to discuss in this painting course is essentially using a limited palette to paint a variety of subject matter from figurative to still life to landscape. In the first part of the course, I'll discuss using this limited palette and how to use primary colors, both warm and cool, how to mix flesh, how to mix blacks. Then I will discuss secondary colors and tertiary colors and how to mix them from the primaries. We'll get into complementary colors and the Impressionist color theory and how to use complementary colors to achieve color harmony in a painting. We'll also talk about classical painting techniques where you start with an underpainting and slowly build things up. We'll also talk about alla prima, where you can actually start with bright color and essentially finish the painting in 1 or 2 sessions. We'll talk about glazing, value, and scumbling as we work on some of these demonstrations that I'll discuss shortly. We'll talk about composition, the golden rule, leading one into the focal point, and how usually the focal point has the biggest value contrast, the brightest colors, and essentially your eye, you want your eye always to go there. We'll also talk about gridding techniques and how to scale things up using from a photograph, if you want to use a photograph and scale it up. Gridding technique is extremely old. It was used by the Renaissance artists, and we'll discuss that towards the end of the course. And again, throughout this, the lectures, I am going to do 3 demonstrations in real time. One using classical techniques where I start with an underpainting, one using immediately going in with bright color rather than starting with a value pattern, which is what I do with the classical technique. And then the final demonstration will be plein air landscape painting, where essentially I can do a small landscape within an hour so that I don't lose the lighting conditions. And in each case, for each demonstration, the lessons will be interspersed so that the demonstration essentially will show you what the lesson, I'll give you an example of the lesson. So this is essentially the first 22 of these videos, and then after the break there will be several demonstrations of both figurative and landscape, which more detailed paintings using classical techniques where I start with a value underpainting and slowly build it up. Thanks, I hope you have fun with this course, and if you have any questions, please contact me.